best wrestling podcast in the world. Fact, the road-wearing original Pete, the believing, power of positivity, keeping it Rollins, the Summit. Fact, the homicidal, the genocidal, the ECW loving, daring young creeping, Mr. No Days Off, Scott. Fact, the biscuit and gravy eating, Naomi loving, lunatic craving, the melting pot, JP, and you can bank on that. Fact, the Bailey hugging, the interrupting, the Jaeger drinking, mouth of the Carolinas, Lil Steven. Fact.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
I miss you, Darren Young. Little Steven, Darren Young, in a evening gown match with Pat Patterson. Little Steven gets a little French Canadian in him. If Jeff Hardy's going to face Jay Leno in a steel chairs match, people are just jealous because I got skills.
Here's my issue. Is it worse to get beat by one midget or three? Little Steven in a beer drinking contest with Naomi. I have this big issue with people. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Just kept it Rollins. Jimmy Hart, Triple H, X-Pac against Lil Steven in a microphone on a pole match. Anything can happen. Lightweight. If you don't want it, then don't bark it.
We're three-man band. That's horrible. I don't want to make you look bad.
You're fired, sir. When you want to hear me mess up, they're in Radioland. When you want to hear me not mess up, I did not know that. Wow. Wrestling with attitude. When you want your beer, awesome.
Welcome to Wrestling with Attitude. Welcome to today's show. We have a great show for you today. Are you ready over?
Yeah, I'm pumped, man.
I am the Summit, with my great looking scarf, and of course, we got Lil Steven and his shark shirt.
Hey,
and the real Scott Ely's here.
Shirt.
Yeah,
For life.
Yeah.
You know what?
What?
You can take your wrestlers.
But you can't take my scarf.
You can take your wrestlers that decide to copy other wrestlers.
They copied the Too Sweet.
They copy that. They copy
Really?
the super kick.
That's it.
They copy the cereal boxes. They
didn't copy anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, but by the way, the NWO copied New Japan when they did the NWO.
No,
Japan
Eric
had-
Bischoff said he never thought of
Yeah,
that.
he did. Yeah, he did. He said he was in New Japan. He was in Japan watching, and
But he said
this is a great idea.
He said, "Well, it wasn't a ripoff. I did have it consideration, but."
He put his own spin on it, so it wasn't
Exactly, like the Bullet Club put their own spin on theirs. They didn't elect the whole New Japan dojo
I'm not
into
talking-
the Bullet Club.
I ain't talking about the Bullet Club.
Then who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the damn Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks are
They are the Bullet Club.
But the Young Bucks are nothing but like they just.
No offense, but listen, I like the Young Bucks, I do, but they are totally copycats of. They have stole everything else that anybody else has ever done.
What,
That's what I was talking about, the cereal
They
boxes.
do different...
Cereal box, shirts.
Kicks?
The
Kicks,
shirt.
really?
Do you not remember?
Super Kicks, yeah.
Do you not remember the shirt they came out with? The same one that New Day came out with.
The Super Kicks?
Yes.
But they came out with their own little cereal, too. The actual edible cereal.
Technically, the kicks were around a lot more before.
First of all, I would trust the New Day cereal over the who are they? The Jokers, the Super Kicks.
Yeah, because you know what'll happen when you open it, they kick you in the face.
No, hold on. First of all, we don't know what kind of cereal they have.
It's probably
in that box,
Kicks.
all right? At least with New Days, we know what we're getting. It's probably. They had to test it and everything.
Yeah, and first off, they kicked a child. Okay,
That was awesome, by the way.
There's some
That was
bad
great.
people.
No, that was great. I had to.
That's-
the only person that ever did anything better was Cam Brady. All right, Cam Brady was the only one that ever did anything better.
Punched a baby.
He punched a baby and a dog in 2 seconds.
Is anyone asking me how my hand feels after punching that baby?
No. He didn't just punch
That
a
baby's
baby.
iron jaw.
He punched a dog as well. All right, so you can't forget that one.
Wow.
I
Anyway,
was gonna,
let's get moved on.
Can I say one little thing?
Yeah, sure.
Was I the only one at the end of Survivor Series that wanted to see Brock Lesnar just wreck Goldberg's kid in the ring? Just German suplex him.
Oh my God.
German suplex him.
You were a horrible person.
What about after he got in the ring with his dad?
Yeah,
taking
that's
his
what I'm
shirt
saying.
off? I was like, what are you doing in the
Like,
ring?
he should have pushed Bill out of the ring and then took his kid and just threw him in the ring. I would have laughed. I would have gave that an A+ pay-per-view. I would have gave it 100 out of 100.
What is with you and like hurting kids? You just
that
love
kid-
to see violence of
That little
kids.
kid took a great super kick bump. Okay.
Thoughts on Goldberg versus Lesnar? We'll do it one more time. Thoughts on Goldberg?
greatest 84-second match ever.
Was it better? Was it better than the 15 seconds when Daniel Bryan lost?
Yes, and it was better than Rock's
Was
6-second match at WrestleMania.
Was it
this
better
year.
than Sheamus versus Reigns when Sheamus beat Reigns in 5:15?
Yeah,
Famous 515 said I kicked your arse.
worst
All right.
shirt ever.
All right, I would say James Ellsworth is the worst. So, real fast, the last time I'm gonna say about the Lesnar and Strowman at WrestleMania, we'll see. The last thing I'll say about Lesnar and Goldberg, we knew the match was gonna be horrible. We knew that. I thought the build-up might be good. It wasn't, so I was wrong on that. Do I want to see another match? No, not really. But,
No.
I mean, I'll watch it.
But we're going to get one more match
Yeah.
at Mania.
Yeah, probably. I'll watch it anyway. I mean, but
I like your idea that you were talking about, though. I would really like to see them and Taker. Add them to the...
in a three-way.
yeah, why
Three-way
not?
dance?
Why not? Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not
Why
have well, at WrestleMania have Goldberg, Lesnar, and Undertaker in a three-way,
Shane McMahon, special guest referee.
or Shane McMahon, add him to the match, have a four-way.
Because he's probably really reconsidering a wrestling career right about now.
yeah, right?
I mean, why not have a four-way? Have Shane, Undertaker, Lesnar, and
Yeah.
Goldberg. I mean, why not in a fatal four-way?
I'd watch it just for Shane in there.
Can't wait for
I'll watch it.
SmackDown.
I'll
Can't wait
watch
for
it.
SmackDown tonight. This
I
week
would-
on SmackDown.
right. I would watch it.
Shane
because
dancing outside the arena.
Yeah, I will watch it with Goldberg and Lesnar. I mean, you know, I'll watch the match. I ain't excited about it.
No,
as long as you don't give Goldberg and Lesnar a title, I'm fine.
Yeah, I would. I mean,
Strowman
think
is
about it.
great.
You spell his
Undertaker-
name wrong. It's Blowman.
Strowman.
Stop it. Undertaker and Goldberg have never faced.
Yeah. And I mean, think about it. I mean, Goldberg's
you know
now
what?
beat him twice.
They haven't?
No,
Have-
they haven't.
Have it. Have Undertaker, Lesnar put aside their differences. Then you bring in a fourth guy for Goldberg's partner. Boom, Sting Goldberg versus Undertaker and Lesnar. Fantasy warfare match of the century.
You
There
know what?
go.
I would get a millimeter excited for that.
You see, you would actually get excited about it. What you would too. Don't tell me you wouldn't.
Well, no, I would. But here's the thing: if they're going to do Sting versus Undertaker, the only thing you can do is Sting versus Undertaker. You can't add more people to it.
Yeah,
You
but like
can't.
WWE versus WCW, the final
Listen,
chapter.
the ultimate match of anybody, I don't care what they say, has always been Sting and Undertaker.
Yeah.
I mean, they have. It has.
Yeah.
I mean, not recently.
Disco Inferno versus Stone Cold, the Battle of the Chartbusters.
Shut up.
All right, please stop with this.
Why? Why do you want to see it so bad?
No, here's a match I would love to see. It has to happen.
It does.
You should absolutely have James Ellsworth versus Disco Inferno.
No.
There you go. And then kill both of them off. That'd be
Hey,
great.
Disco Inferno. Top 5 moments of Disco Inferno next week on the show here.
By the way, the last remaining WCW member not to join WWE. Screw you, Sting.
The last remaining WCW member that will never go in the Hall of Fame.
Who?
Glacier will go in the Hall of Fame before he will.
Before
I'm
Disco?
sorry. Yeah.
Glacier never won a belt.
Yeah.
Disco didn't either, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won the TV.
I know he did. It doesn't
Yeah, he
count.
was
And the U.S. He's a U.S. title holder, dude.
And he wrestled a woman.
Yeah. Hey, that's a big deal. Jeff Jarrett did it.
All right, anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about NXT TakeOver real fast.
Oh, absolutely.
Bobby Roode, the first match tonight was Bobby Roode, the glorious one. He beat Ty Dillinger in
10.
16 minutes.
10.
Can we say the entrance was glorious?
It was glorious. It was so outstanding.
Yeah, let's just use children doing a choir.
Glorious.
Hey, John Cena does it. Why not?
Yeah, but it's
Can
creepy.
you, hold
It's
on a
creepy when Rude does
Let
it.
me stop this for a moment. That's not true. Let me stop this for a moment. Can you imagine a Bobby Roode versus John Cena match at WrestleMania?
No.
Oh, my God.
No, because Bobby Roode wouldn't win.
Yeah.
Bobby Roode.
Super Cena. will
Can you
kill him.
Can you just imagine the entrances these two will put on?
No,
against each
because
other
John
and
Cena
the
hasn't.
match?
John Cena hasn't put a good entrance at WrestleMania for the last 2 years. Think about it. What was his entrance last year? Nothing. Rusev came out in a tank, a freaking tank, and what did John Cena do? That's it. That's all he did.
Yeah, but he doesn't do glorious domination.
Oh my gosh! Shut up.
You had to bring a choir out for that. Come on. Anyway.
No, I think his first debut was better though.
No, I thought it was great.
When he rose,
It
it
was good, but man, this was so much better with the choir singing
Yeah.
and then him coming out.
I would like
Now
to
his
see
robe-
him been lowered or something.
his
Yeah,
robe
right.
was freaking
That's
awesome.
what I'm saying. I'm
that
getting
was
a robe
cool.
like that. That's coming up.
Is
but
he the Ric Flair of today's age? Is that what he's trying to become with this?
Nah.
Because he wears a robe like Ric Flair used to wear the robe back in the day.
No. He wears one like Rick Rude did.
Yep.
Really?
Rick Rude and him are wearing the same types.
Oh my gosh! Wait, Rude.
Well, if you're
Rude. Oh my gosh! There's a connection.
No, that's not. They just
No,
took
it's
his
not.
name.
Yeah. He spelled it ROO.
Yeah, he's
It's
like,
all you.
it's not the same.
And he doesn't do the Rude Awakening. He should, though. That would be awesome.
No,
But anyway.
no, because you know how WWE is. They don't want him to pay homage. They can't. No one will let him pay homage to Rick Rude.
Anyway, we're
Nope.
talking about Bobby Roode and Ty Dillinger. The match, I thought it was a great match. This is how you start a pay-per-view.
That's how you kick off any. Yeah.
You got two Canadians.
He does need to be.
Two Canadians fighting.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right.
Either way,
Then-
Canadian loses.
Canada loses.
But the right Canadian won this night.
Sorry.
Sorry. Eh?
Then we had the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament final with Paul Ellering suspended above the ring in a cage, Shark Tank. It was Authors of Pain versus they beat TM61 in 8 minutes and 21 seconds.
By the way, did they have to dust off that Shark Tank or something? That Shark Tank looked like the same Shark Tank from 1999. What were they doing? Hey, look, we got the Shark Tank. Oh, let's not get rid of that. We'll use it someday.
Considering the Authors of Pain, that was actually a pretty decent tag team match.
What?
know
Do
what?
you not like the Authors of
I
Pain?
love
For
those
big
things.
guys, they're actually pretty good. For big wrestlers, they're not bad.
There's
in the
one
ring.
problem with them.
Paul Ellering.
No.
What?
You know.
What?
They're Samoan.
Really? Oh, I thought you were going to say. The only problem with them that I have with
How
Authors
long
of
in the
Pain-
show?
Hey,
it
we
take
actually
for him to
made
say
it
racist
through.
comment?
We actually made it through 3 segments of the show.
Look.
The problem I have with them is their outfits because it's the same shieldish type of thing.
No, they're kind of being like the SWAT team, aren't they?
Yeah,
Wasn't the
they-
SWAT
are
team kind of like that?
No.
Or no, it almost looks like Big Boss Man's uniform. It's
Yeah,
different from
yeah.
But it's kind of the same, though. I mean,
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
There's similarities, but
What is the point of that? I know I'm about to make a racist comment again, but what is does Vince just like doing that or something? Does he think you have to dress them in cool clothing and stuff like that? Because he did it with. Why was Roman Reigns like that? Why don't we see Roman Reigns in tights? Why does Roman
Or
Reigns
at
have
least
to
in
come out in
long
a
pants.
vest? Why?
I mean,
but why
the
does
dude's
he
still
have,
a decent looking guy. Show him off.
But so why is he doing it?
Maybe it's for Vince McMahon's pleasure only that he sees Roman Reigns. That he sees Roman Reigns without a shirt.
I just don't get it.
I think.
Bring
I
it to
think
me, Big Samoan.
Listen, I think part of it is because you haven't really seen it the way he's doing it, and I think it helps today's people not get hurt. I mean, it's
So D'Lo Brown did something right, is what you're telling me?
Yeah.
D'Lo Brown actually helped mold the future of today.
D'Lo mode the future.
But
Wow, D'Lo Brown, Hall of Fame next year. There we go.
Never.
he will go in as soon as David Arquette goes in.
Really?
No, I think
Vince Russo.
David Arquette would go.
We'll
in
get.
before-
We'll get.
Shut up, you stupid idiot.
Yeah, you stupid idiot.
You can't. You haven't double. You can't do double.
I can do a double. It's
make
my
any
scarf. I can do anything I want. If I want to do a double, I'll do a double.
No, but I like them. I like Paul Ellering with them. I don't like all the negative feedback from fans, though. They're all like, oh, they're trying to recreate the Road Warriors. No, they're not. Paul Ellering is just a good talker, and they don't want these guys to talk.
And it builds their character,
it really
just like
does.
how Heyman does with
Yeah,
Lesnar.
No offense, I like Arthur Japan. I would like to see them on the main roster because they were good guys.
But
TM61, I thought was really good as well.
Yeah, but you got to see Paul Ellering with them. I want to see. He will be the one manager in WWE because
Paul
Heyman's
Ellering
not
has
really
to be
a
there.
manager anymore.
Paul Ellering has to be there, and
Yeah.
we need more managers. All right, in wrestling,
I
especially
agree.
WWE.
Why can't they bring back old wrestlers to be managers?
Don't bring
Wrestlers. Why?
Here's why: we need some young wrestling managers. Don't bring. I compare it to bringing back old head coaches to be coaches in the NFL. They need some new faces.
But that's what
to
they
be
always
They
managers.
should do a
In the
mixture of
80s.
managers, old managers and new
No,
ones. Do a
but they
mixture.
Yeah.
They need a lot new ones.
Because in the
Older ones,
80s,
my point.
in the 80s, what was it? It was just
It was
all
managers.
old wrestlers.
I know.
Well,
That's all it
not
ever
really.
was. What do you mean? Heenan was a wrestler back in.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
He
he,
was a-
actually
he actually wrestled?
He was a
He
wrestler.
was a wrestler.
I didn't think he actually wrestled.
Gorilla
he wrestled in
Monsoon,
70s.
I know, wasn't really a manager, but
don't forget one of the greatest ones of all time, Classy Freddie Blassie.
yeah,
Uh,
Mr. Fuji
Mr.
Yeah.
Fuji, Lou Albano. Was a
and
wrestler.
what's his name? It's not Slick Rick. He was the one that
He-
wasn't really
No.
a wrestler.
You could actually say, well, no, he wasn't.
Teddy Theodore Long.
He wasn't. He was a
ref.
referee.
He's a ref.
No, but he did stuff before that, didn't he?
I don't
What did
think
he
so.
do?
No, when he
'Cause-
started in WCW, he started on the cleaning crew. All right, seriously.
Are
I'm being
you serious?
No,
You call Steven
you-
racist.
Listen, no, I'm not being racist. I'm being
I like
serious.
how he has to defend himself from not being racist. I just accept it.
Listen, no, I'm not going to because here's what happened with Teddy Long. He's talked about in the documentaries and stuff.
Oh,
I've
really?
seen.
Yeah.
He started out on the cleaning crew, calling Dusty and them, saying, "Hey, can I come and be part of the show?" And he's like, "Yeah, come on, you can help me clean the ring, and you help set up the ring and stuff like that." And then he got to be a ref. Then that's how he got into
Wow.
it. Because some ref called out one night, and they needed a referee to take a place.
So that's how he got.
That's how he started.
Wow,
But
that's
it's a
crazy.
good story, though.
Now, what about Bear? Bear was never.
Paul Bearer? No, he wasn't.
No,
No, he
Dude Love was a wrestler,
Yeah, Dude Love.
or not Dude Love, Brother Love.
Brother Love.
I meant
yeah.
Brother Love.
Brother Love was.
Cornette was never a wrestler.
Pritchard was. What's his name? Yeah, Pritchard was a wrestler.
Bruce Pritchard.
Yeah, Bruce Pritchard was a
Oh,
wrestler. His brother
yeah.
was a wrestler.
Yeah.
Tom Pritchard.
Yeah, Cornette never wrestled.
There's some. Paul Heyman never wrestled.
No.
No,
But there, I mean, you have some. But in today's generation, I think you need some young managers to get in this business. Absolutely, there's some older guys that want to come back and be a manager. Sure, but I don't don't have an influence of a bunch of the older guys.
No.
Don't do recycle has-beens.
no,
Bring
but
back
I would
some-
love to see I'm not talking has-beens. I'm talking I'd love to see really good talkers like DDP,
Oh, dude, DDP would be
freaking have Michael P.S. Hayes be a
Right.
a manager.
I would absolutely love. Listen,
Or Road Dogg?
Listen, the revival could talk, but could you imagine Arn Anderson as the manager?
Oh, my God.
of the
Oh, my
Revival?
gosh.
I'm just saying, dude,
Because-
that would complete it.
Because Dawson is an ex Arn Anderson.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Dawson is.
He is an ex Arn Anderson.
He is.
Yeah. And Dash is the
But
total-
dude, no, I'm not talking has-beens. I'm talking actual talkers back in the day coming back
No,
to be.
I get you.
You know?
but you need the influence of young people to be
Yeah.
a manager now. And
Right.
there's not a lot.
But
Enzo could be one if he wanted to be.
Yeah.
If Enzo wanted to be a manager.
Oh, man.
I think
Like
it's
20
because they
years?
don't-
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
10 years, in 5 years, if they break up and you're splitting them apart, because we all know Enzo's not going to be a world heavyweight champ.
No.
He shouldn't be, not right now.
No.
So, but he could be one
But
of the best
great
managers
talker.
of all time.
Yeah.
dude.
But see, I feel like Vince doesn't want to pay guys that can't wrestle and talk. He wants them to either talk and wrestle, or that's it. He doesn't want to pay a guy just to talk.
Well, it's-
Wait, you paid Bill Goldberg. He can't talk and or wrestle.
but a lot of people, but he sells tickets. But a lot of people though, in today's times, you have to do more than just one thing.
Yeah.
Most businesses, you need to do more than one thing. So, anyway.
True.
The next match we're going to talk about real fast was the match of the night. I will say match of the night, maybe match of the weekend.
I was going to say match of the weekend.
DIY, Johnny Gargano and
God.
Ciampa defeated the Revival. 2 out of 3 falls for the NXT Tag Team Championships.
That was great.
So this is why he's called Johnny Wrestling. My God, the guy is awesome. And Ciampa, I don't care what everyone tells me. Oh, Ciampa's not as good as Johnny Wrestling. Bull crap. Okay, they are both awesome. And, I don't want to see them split up. I want to see them as a tag team. I think this is perfect for them. Perfect to bring them together into WWE, and then guess what? And in a while, let them win a champion in WWE, split them up.
No.
Let them have their own run.
I don't think splitting them up ever.
See,
the way they are together, I don't think you take them apart.
I would have said maybe 6 months ago, split them up. But after that match, you got to keep them together for as long as you can.
They're just good. I mean, I've seen them wrestle. Like, when they wrestled in the Cruiserweight together on one of those matches, oh my gosh, man.
Yep.
Somebody asked, and we talked about it a little bit, the Revival, the next SmackDown Tag Team Champs. I don't think so. I think they go to Raw.
Anywhere they go, they should be in the hunt. If they go to Raw or SmackDown, they have to be in the hunt for the tag belts.
For the WWE, I think it would be better putting them on Raw. Because Raw needs a heel tag team. Good heel tag team.
Oh my gosh. Could you not imagine
Top guys. Bam.
imagine them coming in and just ambushing the New Day? Just ambushing the New Day after a match, and then boom.
That would never happen.
Can they please
with the New Day?
Can the Revival please come out Arn Anderson?
Right.
You really want to see it,
I
don't
do.
you?
Now I think about it.
Or maybe Flair.
No, not
You just
Flair.
want to
No,
see,
no.
just because they're known as the Enforcers Part 2.
Or bring back Tully.
Let's just bring back Larry Zbyszko with them, huh? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Why would you do that?
No.
He was part of the Enforcers?
No. You're not comparing the Enforcers to the Horsemen. You're not. You can't do that.
No.
Or the Brainbusters.
The Revival
There's not even
is
close.
more like the Enforcers.
No, they're
No,
not.
they're more like the
They're more
Brainbusters.
like the Brainbusters.
They're more like the Brainbusters.
I think they're more like the Enforcers. man.
Wilder is more like Tully.
Yep.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I agree with James. You know how
Larry-
much we disagree,
Yeah.
but I agree.
Larry
I do.
Zbyszko, no offense. Larry Zbyszko is in the Hall of Fame. He should be.
Living legend.
But, no offense, as a tag team wrestler, he was not as good as Tully and Arn. Okay? Tully and Arn was on a different level than Larry.
And how
So
long
you
was
think they're
Wilder in
more-
that match, by the way? Like 5 minutes?
Yeah, he wasn't in.
Like Dawson held that match.
He actually wasn't in it that long. But he doesn't have to be. That's
I
the
think
thing
he was
that
hurt still. That's the reason, right?
I don't know.
In that spot, to recreate back at TakeOver Brooklyn, with Dawson putting the reverse figure 4 on Gargano after he kicked the tag belt.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, he's going to tap. He's going to tap. And Gargano sold it like he wanted to tap.
Yeah.
Just the way he sold that.
That was one of the best tag team matches I've ever seen.
It was a good one.
And you know
I mean,
what?
seriously.
It's
That was a good one.
every takeover we say that with the Revival. When they were with the Alphas with DIY the first time,
But DIY was
this match,
amazing.
This match was better than any other match they've had.
I agree.
Better than the Alphas and everybody else. No offense, Jason Jordan is not there yet.
No, I agree.
All 4 of these guys are on the same level, almost. Revival is just so great, man.
Yeah.
I agree. That's why I say they keep every takeover. It's their best match. It's their best
Well,
match.
they're one of those tag teams that are kind of ring generals, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Like they can have a good match with anybody. Yeah. You can put heck, I could see them in the Authors of Pain having a good match just because.
Right.
Question real fast, when do they debut? Stop.
After Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
Roadblock.
I'm going to say Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. The night after.
Really?
The same way Enzo and Kaz did.
I think
Here's
they do
why.
one more.
I think you got the Rumble at least. And I think you holding off until WrestleMania. Because then you bring them out. Because when is the biggest impact? Is it the night after Rumble or is it WrestleMania? It's WrestleMania.
See, I think they should do one more takeover with DIY for the belt at Royal Rumble and appear. I know he doesn't agree with me, but appear in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, you're talking about having them come out in the Rumble. I'm not crazy about debuting a tag team in the Rumble. Now, if they were having a tag team Royal Rumble or something, sure.
Well,
But
no,
I'm
you
not
have to
crazy
have
about
some
having-
NXT guys in the Royal Rumble. They can be have 4 or 5. They can be 2 of those guys.
Well, I think they have enough talent in the NXT not to do that. I mean, because Nakamura's going to probably be in the
And
Rumble. Joe will probably be in it. Bobby Roode will be in it. I'll be surprised if he's not. But he will be in the Rumble. There's 3 right there. Ty Dillinger, even if you need to.
I say you bring up Ty Dillinger.
Thing you got. Really? Is that it? If Austin Aries is healthy, you let him debut in the Rumble.
Roderick Strong, maybe.
Roderick Strong would be a good one, too, as well.
I say they probably wait on Austin Aries just because I could
The
see
injury.
them. Well, that, and I could see them bringing him out after WrestleMania. I could see him being one of those guys that debuts afterwards.
And remember,
So-
just because they come out at the Rumble doesn't mean they have to stay there.
No,
Yeah, because
you're
Rusev
right.
didn't. Rusev came and he waited a
Bo
year.
Dallas, debuted there, and he went back off of TV.
Well,
for
it was
a while.
like Sami Zayn came out last year, and he wasn't on TV the next day. I mean, it took
Well,
a
no, it was
month
2 years
until
ago. That was
No,
2
I'm
years ago
talking
when he debuted.
this year when he debuted at the.
Royal Rumble. I thought it was 2 years ago.
No, he was at the Royal Rumble because him and Kevin got in a fight. Remember, and that was where the whole storyline started.
Oh, okay. I thought he debuted 2 years.
Then we
Yeah.
had Asuka versus Mickey James. She won in 13 minutes.
I thought that was
name is pronounced Asuka. I just
Asuka,
realized that it's actually
okay.
Asuka
Asuka.
because they're all saying Asuka from Asuka, Japan, which makes no sense.
Osaka, Japan.
Osaka.
So what
Whatever.
do you think of the match?
It-
was a
Mickey
good
James
match.
still got it, but all right, can I be honest? I was never a big Mickey James fan. I just thought she was a Trish Stratus wannabe from Virginia, and just not. I don't think she was that level. I think she's a great competitor, great in the ring, but she is not. She's not a women's champion to me. She's
Real
just not.
fast, hold on. Candlelight. We're doing the show today because Thursday's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, thanks for joining
Happy
us.
Thanksgiving. I'm glad you're finally here and you can make it.
But they don't celebrate Thanksgiving where he's from.
All right. Scott, don't say anything else. Steven, it's your show.
I don't want to. Please no.
Go ahead.
What is he saying right now? I can't read.
I'll read it. What does it say?
Hashtag. You need to put a hashtag in there as well.
Okay.
I was just saying. Okay.
You turn it back on. I'm
You
just
can
messing
turn
with
it.
you.
No, he can't because he's.
I turned it back on. I
There we
turned it
go.
back on.
You
I
turned the
it
wrong
back
one on.
Oh, my fault.
You made you made the Stevens racist comment list.
No one makes that list but me. Oh God, I'm sorry.
But anyway, no, Oscar and Mickey James were pretty good.
That makes no sense.
It's the Thanksgiving day for racist turkey.
He gives thanks to the racists everywhere.
Gobble gobble. Instead of saying gobble gobble, it just goes racist, racist.
Do we know of any wrestling schools you could join? Somebody asked. Tommy Dreamer's got one. Al Snow's
No, he
got one.
doesn't.
You don't
Does
want to
Dreamer
join.
have
I
one?
thought he was starting.
I don't think Snow. Dudley Boys, I think, have one in Florida. George South here in
If
Charlotte.
you're in Charlotte, George South has got a good one. I know.
Yeah,
you like
very
what you're
good
saying.
one.
Well, Cedric came out of that
3D
camp.
Academy. Yeah. There's some other ones. Look up. There's a
Lance
lot.
Storm in Canada.
Booker T in Houston. He's still doing his.
Noel Foley is doing one where Mick Foley and them live.
Santino
Massachusetts.
has one in Canada as
I
well.
wouldn't go to that one.
Santino has.
I
Are
wouldn't
you
go.
serious?
I
He's
would-
Canadian, so-
I wouldn't go
course
to
he
that
is.
one. Don't go to Santino. You
Yeah,
wanna
don't go to the
Any-
guy that faked his
any-
career on being an
he
Italian.
Said any in Atlanta. I would say in Atlanta.
Saying.
They asked if there's any in Atlanta. Stop being racist.
Racist comment number 4.
He's the racist for
Hey.
being Italian, okay? If you're Canada, you should be proud of it, okay? I'm just saying, okay?
Steven, do I need to cut your mic?
I think you do.
All right, there. Let's have a show with just me and Scott the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be great. You'll get no publicity with that.
Oh, I'm getting publicity. Listen, with this scarf I have on right now,
I think I'm the only one that
getting
shares
publicity.
the live broadcast, Steven. What do you?
No, I share it.
Yeah, he doesn't, though.
No, he doesn't do anything.
I share it with this right here.
Yeah,
it's called
right.
my mouthpiece. Okay.
You need to watch your sharing then. Be thankful you
It's
have
okay.
a show.
Michael P.S. Hayes has got in trouble. He's cool. So
Michael P.S. Hayes is a Hall of Famer. You haven't made the WWE Hall of Fame yet. All right? So I'm just saying.
I'll make it someday.
We are having a Hall of Fame induction this year, by the way.
Are we?
Yes.
David Arquette finally gets into a Hall of Fame.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I just want to tell everybody on Periscope, we will have a Hall of Fame at the same time as the WWE.
Can we
Hall of
write
Fame.
him a letter and say, "Sir, you've been nominated to be
Finally
be
in the
our
Wrestling Hall of Fame."
And see if he actually writes us back.
If we could actually get a call-in thing, we could have
Like,
him
can
on.
we do that?
We can't.
That would be
we will.
hilarious.
Yes, he's got a school of wrestling too. Yes.
Who?
Ellsworth.
Big wrestling in
Why does he
Jersey.
have a wrestling school?
He started. That's what he started doing.
With
'Cause he
the
likes to
moves?
and promotions.
With
and
the
stuff.
moves he learned from the mountains or something? What is that? That was for you, Scott. Anyway.
Getting back to the show. No.
Why bother?
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on the list for saying that. Let's get back to the show because that was horrible. NXT Takeover. We were talking about Samoa Joe and Nakamura. So Samoa Joe won the title in 20 minutes.
Oh, I never got to hear you guys' comments on Mickey James and
Oh, okay,
Oscar.
my fault. Mickey James, go ahead.
Asuka just beat the crap out of her. I mean, she was good as a practice dummy in the ring.
Yeah.
She still has the moves, Mickey James, but I didn't like because there was really no build up.
Yeah, like
that's the one thing that was lacking was the build up for the match. They just because Mickey James didn't come in soon enough, and she's always been one that she still has it. Yes, she still has it. When it's said and done, she will be one of the top 10 women's champions of all time.
Really?
She will be. In my opinion, she's one of the best.
You think she
Now-
can still hang with them today? You think
Yeah.
she could still hang with Charlotte and Sasha
Yeah.
and all them?
I think you call her up. I think you could have a good match with her and Charlotte. Do I think it would be a rivalry? No. I think you do a couple, maybe a match at a pay-per-view to sell out an arena, but that's about it. I think she's there more to help the young girls get over.
And I'm okay with that.
Which is good. I mean, she wants to be a trainer anyway.
Yeah. So you think she just stays down in NXT, or you think she'll actually?
I think NXT.
Yeah, she needs to stay there and maybe come up like before she leaves. Maybe do like a
have
2 or
one
3 month
match.
run
Yeah.
Yeah, she does
with
need
somebody.
I think I would love to see her as a champion.
Listen,
No,
I'd
I wouldn't.
like.
maybe
after-
feud with Charlotte or something.
I was getting ready to say that. I could see after Charlotte runs through everybody in the women's division.
Well, she already has.
She hasn't. She ain't beat Bailey yet for
Or Nia.
or Nia. So I think once she beats everybody, I like Nia Jax as well.
Or Alicia Fox.
Stop it. I think after Charlotte runs through everybody, then you have her face Mickey and say,
Yeah.
hey, in a couple matches, and then she retires. And
But
she
do
goes
we
to NXT.
really put Mickey onto that pedestal as one of the best women's champions?
What, Mickey
No.
James as one of
Because
the
I
all-time
don't.
best champions?
I don't.
I'm putting her as top 10 champion. I
she's
didn't
top.
say top 5.
She's top 10.
Yeah,
she's
not
like
top
she's
5.
like
I'm not
7,
putting-
8ish.
Wait,
Am
I
I-
said top 10. I'm
Yeah.
not giving her top 5.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I just don't see her as like.
Actually, I don't know. Go back to it. I mean, of course, it's Trish and Lita, and then everybody else. Who you putting
who's
in-
everybody else?
Charlotte right now, who's building.
Would
a
you
division.
put-
top 5?
I would put her in the top
You
5.
put her top 5
as of
already?
right now?
Right now.
What is she? 3-time
All right.
women's champion
So
in
you putting
a
her
year?
already. All right, fine. I'll give you Charlotte.
14
Who else?
straight.
Give me somebody else. Give me another name.
Not Ivory.
Don't forget.
What?
Don't forget the Fabulous Moolah.
Well, obviously, Moolah's up there.
That's 4.
Yeah, Moolah has to be up there. Mae Young? No.
Was Sherry Martel a champ? Wasn't she champion
She
in the
was,
80s?
but she wasn't that good.
What's the one that faced at WrestleMania 1?
WrestleMania.
Yeah, we already said Trish.
Wendy Richter?
Wendy Richter. She was good, but I don't think I would put Alundra Blaze.
No.
China?
I would do Alundra Blaze.
Really?
China.
You wouldn't
I
put
wouldn't
China?
put, no, I wouldn't
Why?
put China. Because she was women's champion, during the really bad.
Yeah.
And not, actually, I put Alundra Blaze. You wouldn't put Alundra Blaze? Because I would go Alundra Blaze, and then I would go Jacqueline. That would be 6 right
I don't
there.
put Alundra because she didn't really have any competition at the time.
Somebody said Michelle McCool.
And she didn't have any competition.
She didn't have any
WCW,
competition while she was around.
Who?
Alundra Blaze.
And
To me, she didn't really have any, so I can't count her.
So you wouldn't count her. Okay, fine. So you wouldn't count her at all.
Nah.
No, because all she had was what? Terry Reynolds? Wasn't she wrestling at that time?
Yeah, did we really?
No. Jacqueline's the same way, though. Jacqueline didn't have anybody to wrestle.
No, you had Vashon.
Later.
You had Luna.
Yeah.
Luna was around.
But they used them. That's when they started doing the bra and panties and different things.
Yeah, but I mean, she was the first African American women's champion.
Ivory.
Molly
Holly.
But that's where you're starting to get into actually them wrestling when the Molly Holly, Trish, Lita days.
That's the reason I'm saying I would probably put
Jacqueline?
Mickey James would be up there. I said Jacqueline.
Did you put Jacqueline in your 5?
Yeah, I put her top 6. I put her 6 because she could do it all. She could do the bra and panties. She could do matches, whatever. She was a really good wrestler.
Yeah,
she's in WWE Hall of Fame. I mean, they only put the great ones in the Hall of Fame.
So Rikishi's a great one?
No, he's not. Or the Godfather. Anyway, all right. Well, okay, so we say top 10 at most.
Top 10, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get to Samoa Joe. He captured the NXT title for the second time. I thought it was the right move. I'm glad he won the belt because now you can bring Nakamura up if you need to.
See, I don't think they bring Nakamura up. That's the thing.
I don't think so. I think they wait until the Rumble.
Yeah, it's too early. It's too early for Nakamura.
Bring him up at the Rumble. Let him have a. You see, I still don't think you put him in the Rumble because I don't think he will make.
I tell you who comes back at Royal Rumble. A man who has apparently been cleared now.
Yes, Jackie is the first ever black woman. What?
I know what you're going to say. Go ahead and say it.
Go
ahead and say it.
All right, on count of 3, we say it. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Roman Reigns.
Tommy.
You bring up Tommy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be at the Royal Rumble.
No.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you why you don't bring a Tommy up.
Why not?
How many times he's been injured in 2 years? Twice.
Yeah.
I do not trust him to stay healthy.
Long-term injuries, not even like a month or two.
Yeah, they've been really bad injuries.
Before you bring him up, he's got to be able to survive NXT.
But it was the same thing with Sami Zayn.
No, that's not true.
No, Sami Zayn only had that one injury.
Yeah. Sammy got help. He did have 2, but he had a stretch of being healthy that second time.
Yeah, and he's actually been healthy now, so I guess he's actually kind of been more healthy since he's been on the main roster. So I guess you can't.
One question, then we'll move on.
Yeah.
So what do we think of the match real fast?
It was good.
It wasn't as good as our first one.
No.
Yeah. But, I mean, it was okay. I wasn't expecting Samoa Joe to win. I'm glad he won. I'm okay with it. But I just think it's time for Samoa Joe to move on. I feel NXT is done. It's done with Samoa Joe.
No.
He needs to be in the main roster. He does. I'm sorry. I don't want to see him in NXT anymore because, 1, he's getting old. 2, how much more can you do with this guy? There's not much more you can do with him.
You can have him have another stretch with that belt until somebody beats him and then bring him up.
I think you guys are missing something here. And we'll talk about Samoa Joe here in a second about main roster. I don't think he needs to even come up. I'm good with him never coming to WWE roster. I'm good with him staying in NXT. Here's why. I think he's fine with that because he's used to the NXT schedule where he doesn't have to travel all the time. So I think he's going to stay where he's at.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's getting older, and does he really need to be on the main roster? Not like
eventually. I think eventually he will, but like as a mid-card, maybe 1 or 2 mid-card pushes, and
because I really don't want to see him as a title run right now. I would not want to see him.
To be honest with you, I don't want to see him on Raw at all because who's he going to go against?
Sami Zayn. Now, like I said, mid card, Sami Zayn, Rusev, beats Rusev for the.
I really don't want to see him go against.
I don't think he wants to come up because he's used to that TNA schedule, and he doesn't want to be on that main. Just the same thing with Eric Young and them. I think they kind of want to be where they have their own little show,
Yeah.
Right, and plus you can do more NXT. You can express yourself in the ring with moves because once you get to the main roster, your move sets are limited, and it's all promos. I just thought the match. He straight up beat the hell out of Nakamura.
Yeah, he did.
That wasn't a wrestling match. That was Shinsuke Shinsuke got a couple good hits in, but it was Joe just beating the hell out of him.
I thought it was a good main event, but I think some of what happened is that tag team match was so great, it was hard to beat that.
Yeah.
I almost think they should have put this as the third match and had the tag team title as the last.
Nah, because they've built.
I'm just saying
I know, but they
have.
built that Joe Nakamura thing since the last takeover.
I agree. I'm just saying I think the tag team match took away from that event.
I agree.
It did.
Okay, so we graded the one. What would you grade this?
Oh, A.
I'm saying A.
A.
Yeah.
All right, so we all say A.
If that championship match would have been just a bit better, that could have been an A+.
Somebody asked, when will you see Samoa Joe? After the Rumble, WrestleMania, when?
If we see
on the
him,
roster.
Like full-time roster?
Yeah.
After WrestleMania.
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I'll say Monday Night Raw after Mania if you see him.
Yeah.
I think you need to bring up other guys before you bring him up, Bobby Roode and other guys.
But you got to get rid of some guys before you bring those guys up.
I know people you can get rid of.
Yeah.
Going
Big Show.
Ellsworth.
Those are the two people on your mind right now.
Big Show, Henry, Golden Truth.
You're not even seeing Henry, so that's not
But
taking a spot.
but it doesn't. No, but it is taking a spot when they do the brand split, and Big Show is one of their top people they pick. That's the spot.
Okay. No, it's not.
Not his dog spot, not his liver spot. That's a spot.
It's spot.
Spot. So, all right, we had Candlelight ask, do we see any surprise entrants in the Rumble? Give me one. Give me one name.
Stop putting your blinker on.
Steven's a racist Steven.
And now Chuck Mangione.
Dummy, yeah.
I don't know. I
Like,
guess.
would Lesnar be the surprise Royal Rumble entrant?
Not really.
Well, I guess, yeah, because we already know. Surprise Royal Rumble entrant.
Tatanka.
No. Didn't we just see him last?
Yeah.
Last
We'll
year?
see him again.
Finn Balor.
I would say Finn Balor, but if he's going to be healthy, I don't know if he's going to be healthy. Because it was like an 8-month.
Who's not debuted yet that people don't know about? I mean, there's not really.
Just to be a surprise entrance at the Royal Rumble. You know what? The hell with it. Roderick Strong.
You really think?
That quick, just to be in the Royal Rumble, not to get a roster spot.
Steven?
Just to be. in the
Okay,
Royal
fine.
Rumble.
If you're going there, then how
Go.
about Eric Young?
Thanks, Sanity.
Eric Young?
Why not?
Okay, all right. Eric Young. If we're going there with Bobby Roode, and I can see him winning the whole damn thing. Honestly, I could see him winning on his debut.
No, he would be like AJ. He would get farther than anybody,
Yeah.
and then just would expect, and then would lose.
Broken Matt Hardy. No, you ain't going to see that.
Delete.
Yeah. All right. The one other one, Mr. Candlelight said, who's our pick for the Rumble as of right now?
Roman Reigns.
That is his favorite.
I know. I
Ellsworth.
really don't want it.
Candlelight says Ellsworth.
Because he hides under the ring for the whole period.
Like
That-
Santino.
No, he's more like Hornswoggle.
So
Who wins
give me
it?
an early favorite.
Rollins?
See how are they going to do this? Like,
Yeah, how does this happen?
because does the winner get a shot that their brand championship or like any brand championship?
Like they did when they split up. You get to choose where you want to go.
So if we're going by that basis, they choose whatever
we'll
championship.
Go by that basis.
Perfect. If he's not champion again, Ambrose. Because then
So
Ambrose can go back to Raw.
Nope.
So you got.
I'm going to go with
Ambrose,
this. The Viper.
Randy Orton.
Really?
He leaves the Wyatt family and goes
And wins the Rumble.
and wins the Rumble.
All right, that's never been his pay-per-view, but I could see it to do it. Him doing that.
I can see just one of those big names winning it.
Or, I mean, if you're going to go there.
if we're going there, I'm going to actually go. I'm going to go to the same area. I'm going to go. The early favorite to me right now is Bray Wyatt.
Really?
And the reason is it's that time for him to take that next step.
They had him win a pay-per-view.
He's won the last 2 pay-per-views.
Two pay-per-views.
So it's that time for him to make a run. And I can see him doing it now. Taker win the Rumble. No, I don't see Taker win the Rumble.
I'll put a condition, though. If Finn Balor is healthy enough to come back, he'll win it. He'll win it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think we all
But I
agree
don't think.
that
But I don't think he will.
Let's move on real fast. SmackDown tonight. What is going to happen? Anybody?
Undertaker comes back and probably blames AJ.
Corbin's going to get it. So, from Daniel Bryan, apparently. So,
We're going to see another backstage segment with The Miz saying how he's the greatest Intercontinental Champion, blah, 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 blah. And maybe Apollo Creed says, hey, I want a shot at your title.
yay, I made the list. Anyway,
Shane comes out in a wheelchair. Now Steven's on my list.
Shane comes out. No, I was that. That's not nice.
No, he was concussed, not paralyzed.
I could see.
I don't know.
Daniel Bryan and The Miz are going to get into it. Daniel Bryan's going to probably try to, and I think The Miz starts the trying to go to Raw thing tonight. So we'll see.
And then Daniel Bryan's like, "Oh, you can't do that. Right. You know, you're our pick." Blah blah blah.
You have to face me. Nope,
do you think we see the build up between Raw or Miz and Bryan?
What do you mean?
So.
We've already seen it.
No, I mean more of a build up.
I think you will tonight.
But like maybe an altercation.
I think the other thing to watch out for tonight on SmackDown, because I believe it will happen at the Rumble, it will be the Undertaker and Styles in a match for the title because he lost.
No,
it will be.
I don't want to see a Taker.
I would be
in a
okay
title
with
picture.
It.
No,
I don't want to see him in a title picture, but I would be okay with him losing to Styles because can you imagine Styles beating the Undertaker, and he's beat the Undertaker, John Cena, all in the same year. Okay,
Ambrose.
Yeah. Ambrose. It would be the build up would be so great for WrestleMania with who he fights.
No,
say if Finn Balor won the Royal Rumble and chose to go to SmackDown to fight Styles for the title. I'm just saying that would be great.
Amazing.
The two former heads of the Bullet Club,
or Rollins winning and going to Styles and say whatever. There's so many options you could do.
I would love to see Rollins versus AJ.
I would be okay because Undertaker said he's not going to let WrestleMania define him anymore. So why not one more time at the Rumble he loses to Styles,
or maybe I don't know. I still want to see HBK and Styles, but
I know you do. The only reason I don't is because I don't want to see it do anything with HBK's career. I don't want to see it because of that.
I don't know. I would like it would be a better match than Undertaker because Undertaker cannot.
The match would be better, but I think the build up for Undertaker and Styles.
You would have to have Undertaker there every week, and I don't know if he can do it.
Well, he seemed like last week he might be there every week, so we'll find out tonight.
But we'll see.
We'll see tonight on SmackDown. But for once in a while, I'm finally looking forward to SmackDown tonight.
Yeah.
As long as Ellsworth's not on it like 20 minutes.
Surprise!
I would be surprised he's even up after going to.
Wait, how did they get?
Hey guys, I got back from the hospital.
The last thing, real fast, I need 205 on WWE Network. So it looks like the cruiserweights are going off of Raw now and going on the network only.
No, I think they're going to be network.
Or
and
they'll
Raw.
do both.
I think that's what they're going to do.
Okay, because my understanding, it looked like they were doing just the one.
You know what? I wish they actually do it because they aren't used on Raw. And if they use the cruiserweights like they did in the Classic on the network,
so
I'm fine with that.
You're fine with that? You're fine with that? Or
No, I want them on Raw because it actually. I want to see them on Raw.
Somebody said made a good point. Then you could see Cena and Undertaker at Mania, if you wanted to. If Taker could go through another match, we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
But yeah, I like the 205 thing. I wasn't sure. Some wrestling news real fast. Shane was hurt by the Spirit Reigns, so he's out, I guess, for a little bit because of what happened.
He said he's okay, I guess, on Twitter.
yeah.
And don't answer this yet, but Disney was going to buy ECW. They were going to buy 49% of the company back in 96, right? Was that 96, 97, 95?
95 or 96?
95. Yeah. But if you didn't get a chance to watch the ECW Untold Story, watch it. It was actually very good.
Yep.
I will agree. So let's go into this week's What If.
Nasty. Nasty. What if? What if? What if? What if? Too dirty to clean my act up.
I got the Ray Charles glasses on. I'm
Later.
kidding.
Need a piano key tie.
I do need a piano key tie. I invented the piano key tie.
All right, this week's What If real fast. What if Disney bought out ECW or bought 49% ECW?
Oh, it's extreme, folks.
Hey there, franchise. What you got? What you got?
So seriously, could you imagine if I was watching it last night and Paul said that ECW was going to be Disney was going to pay for 49% of ECW? I was like, oh my god! Are you serious?
I don't
And they
think
knew
Disney
what-
would
They
do
got
it.
no.
Yeah, they were.
got to the vice president.
was
That's how
close.
far up it went.
Well, WCW did do MGM
Right.
for the
Right
longest
after that.
time.
But you can't compare.
yeah.
There was
you
that
can't-
summer with
you
the-
can't compare MGM to Disney
Yeah, no.
with ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling with Disney.
But that's
That's
they
like the
knew what
oddest
ECW
couple.
was.
No,
Summer.
That's the weirdest
This
thing.
summer, coming to movie theaters near you, Mickey Mouse gets extreme.
December to Dismember.
Donald Duck diving off the top against RVD. Oh God!
Okay.
That would be the worst. Oh god.
No, okay. In all seriousness, here,
Minnie Mouse was cheating on Mickey with her high school boyfriend.
Oh my god!
Greatest thing ever.
But no, like all seriousness, ECW would have been a legit contender to WWE if they had that backing.
If they had that back, but
If
really, could Disney really put their name on ECW? There's no
they
way.
don't have to put the name on it. Well, yeah,
It would be
Yes, they do!
It would be a subsidiary of
if
Disney.
if they would have done that, they would put WWE out of business. I think
it would have been the
survive.
closest.
Because
Ever.
here's why. First of all, they would have had to change the style a little bit. I don't think they would have stayed extreme as much as they did.
I think they would have stayed extreme, but yeah, I agree. It wouldn't have been as bad. But I mean, even their non-extreme matches were still really good.
No, well,
Yeah.
that's what
No,
I
they
mean.
were good.
But at the time, if we're talking, what were we talking? 94, 95?
Right, 95.
Okay, well,
96.
you still had Eddie a little bit. You still had Chris a little bit. You still had Dean.
But
kind
you
of
had-
before the switch.
But
so that
You could have.
They
you could
had
have afforded-
legit wrestlers.
You could have afforded to keep that great talent.
Yeah.
But I think you wouldn't have seen as extreme as they got. I think
No.
because I think Disney would have called it back a little bit, and they would actually have been more professional.
You mean no barbed wire match, no New Jack killing that guy Mass Transit?
I don't think you would have seen New Jack at all. I don't
No,
think you would have
no,
seen
Gangster,
Sandman.
no.
I don't think Sandman.
I think you would have saw Sandman. He would just had to been soda instead of beer.
he would have had to be a Genie Man.
And then he would still have the he
Here's
would have
my
the kendo
magic.
stick.
Here's my.
I'm a construction worker, but I don't drink, kids, because drinking is wrong.
No,
That's what would
I mean
Man,
Disney is
Here's
that
my magic
kids thing.
Kittle. Won't you rub it? You get 3 wishes.
But Disney can go in
If
the
any
PG-13
ECW
area.
person ever asked me that, I would never rub that thing.
But just think, they could have kept guys like Taz. They could have kept. I'm not gonna say Mike Awesome. RVD would have stayed.
Would they really wanted to keep Mike Awesome?
No offense, all right, but if they would have got them,
The Dudley Boys probably wouldn't have stayed.
If they,
No, they would have.
No, they would have. They were ECW.
Yeah, they
through
were,
and
yeah.
through, dude. There's guys that would have stayed complete. Tommy Dreamer, him, Dudley Boys, Sabu. Those guys
the
would have
Eliminators?
Big D Dudley would have been out of a job.
The Eliminators.
Yeah, but going back to that, I'm just saying, if they would have done that, I think you would have seen WCW go out of business quicker. And you would have seen, I think it would have been possible for the NWO to debut in ECW instead of WCW.
But I don't think WWE would have ever went out of business, though.
No, but they would have been.
It would have.
They would have had competition.
I think ECW would have bought out WCW,
Yeah.
and then you would have had all the WCW guys in ECW. Then you would have a major war.
Paul Heyman's wrestling mind backed
Disney
with
money?
with real money.
Yeah, and he's not running the business.
Exactly, which is a
because-
lot better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
he's just doing the creative.
if
oh
you
my
listen
God.
to Untold Story, he was a moron of a businessman.
Now
He was.
Now, granted, a Disney exec would have been like, "Oh, well, Paul, you can't do this. Paul, you can't do that." Paul would have been like, "Well, screw you. I'm the future manager of Brock Lesnar. I'll do what I want."
Who's Brock Lesnar?
But the thing is, it would have worked if they would have gave him the creative freedom. And if they did, I go to the base of they would have gave him the creative freedom.
I think it would have worked, but I don't know. That man would not be in ECW.
No, he wouldn't have been.
That man would have been the first to go.
I agree.
That would have been the first to go. Sorry, Balls. Rest in peace.
You really think Balls Mahoney would have been the first to go?
Yes.
No,
Really?
no, they would have changed his
Actually,
name.
tell you the truth, I think the first guy to go, close your ears, Scott, would have been Dean Douglas.
No, Dean.
No
franchise?
way.
No,
The
he
franchise?
wouldn't.
Shane Douglas,
He wouldn't
only because
No.
I don't think he would have played. I don't think he would have played ball with them. I really don't, because that was the
never
thing
did.
about Shane Douglas.
He
Shane
never
Douglas
did.
was that independent guy of, No,
No, he just hated WCW, and he hated. That's why he was that guy.
You think he would have? What about Raven? You think Raven would have stayed?
Raven probably would have stayed. The Blue World Order too. Stevie Richards.
Okay, I didn't
Blue
ask
Me-
for the.
No,
Blue
Raven would have
Lord.
stayed instead of going to WCW.
Oh,
Yeah.
Blue Meanie could have stayed and been like Donald Duck's
mascot.
twin.
and not got
Shut up.
knocked the hell out by JBL.
God.
All right, you got anything else? You
No.
got anything?
I'm good.
All right, this was Wrestling with Attitude. Thank you for listening. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Miss Candlelight, whatever you do, have a great Thursday. Okay?
Yeah.
Since you don't
Have a
celebrate-
happy Thanksgiving, Mr. Candlelight, from us, the Americans.
And remember, get as many scarves as you can for the week. Absolutely.
No,
you
I
want a
erased
scarf.
it, but that's number 8.
You want a scarf. Yes, you do. All right, you don't finally want to be scarf buddies? All right, there you go. Racist. Nobody's racist on this show. Everybody have a great week in wrestling and have a great Thanksgiving. Thank you.